On Tuesday's show, Howard comes on and it starts off with guitar talk, which is excruciating. Now, I remember all of his other hobbies that he's gone through, chess and painting. The list goes on. Right now, it's guitar. Mm-hmm. And he does this routinely and cyclically where he goes through different hobbies and obsessed with it. And I used to listen to him talk about chess. And you play chess, I don't, whatever. Yeah. He made it interesting enough that I was paying attention. When he was painting, I don't care about his painting, but I paid a little bit of attention to it. I play guitar. And I couldn't be more bored with guitar talk. Guys call in, they're like, oh, Howard, this is what you got to do to learn how to play guitar. It's like, why are you taking these calls? Like, just fucking enjoy your hobby. He's busting out his guitar and playing for us still, right, Mike?
Yeah, there was a guy that called in the other day who played the guitar for him.
Yes, and then guys are going, yeah, check this out. It's like, cool, man. I know a lot of people can play guitar. Yeah. It's like it's really not that impressive in my world. So after this guitar talk, Howard starts talking about how he passes time in his day. And this kind of starts off into this conversation about whether or not Howard is fun. And so what I want to break down for you today is Howard Stern's show from Tuesday discussing whether or not Howard Stern is fun.
Nope. Anyway, I'm pretty much these days, I just sit in the house and I play the guitar and I play decently when I'm by myself. Kind of for me, for a guy doing it.
That must be fun, though. You must be very proud of yourself.
Sometimes I pretend I'm playing for like you. You know what I mean? Like I'll pretend, oh, Robin's over here and I'm playing for her. But that's about as far as it gets. You know what I mean?
So a few of these clips to set this up are going to be dry like this. It's just, he's painting a picture right now. Howard sits in his mansion, one of them, giant mansion, by himself and plays guitar. And he used to talk about how he just wanted to sit in a chair and stare at the wall. And that was like his goal in life. I hope someday I can retire to stare at a wall, Robin. That's all I want to be able to do. And now he's doing it, but also strumming a guitar poorly while he's doing that.
You've been playing for a while.
I have.
Have you ever pretended someone else was there and you were playing for them?
No.
That's a very strange thing.
That is strange. If only producer Chris could see me play this chord. Yeah. Whoa, check that out. I wish MLP was over. Watch this. No, that is odd. And it's because Howard is afraid to play in front of people, even though he plays it on the radio. So I'm not sure what that means. But the only person he lives with is Beth and all their servants, but mainly Beth. And so you'd think like maybe he could play guitar for his wife.
I try to play for Beth because that would be good too. Because like I can't even play in front of her, so I try to play in front. But she gets so annoyed when I play guitar. I know my guitar playing annoys the fuck out of her.
Oh,
but she won't say it. And you know she's the one who got me a teacher and everything. But yeah, I can tell she wants nothing to do with it.
Then why do you bring it to the radio? The one audience member you have at home. I mean, it's not a large group, but 100% of them don't like it when you play guitar.
Yeah, read the room.
Yeah. And he goes, you know what I got to do is open the show with this tomorrow morning. Weird. So yeah, apparently when Howard busts the guitar out, Beth is like, all right, I'm out of here.
I said, I want to be good. She goes, no, I hear you. You're good. I go, you never hear me. Every time I start to play, you leave the room.
I think she hears you through the door.
I don't think so. And you know what? It's really weird to me because if Beth was playing guitar, I would be curious as hell to hear her play. But she wants nothing to do with my guitar. She doesn't want to even hear it.
All right, we're going to start analyzing this now. This is resentment. If she had a hobby that she enjoyed, I would enjoy it with her. But she's not enjoying my hobby with me. Don't you think that's kind of fucked up, Robin? Yeah. Do you hear what he's saying?
Oh, yeah. He's like, I got all in on the cats. What the fuck?
That's true. Okay, I'll give him that. But we're going to learn that there are things Beth likes to do that Howard wants nothing to do with. So he's just as guilty of this. But that's an odd thing where he's just like, yeah, you know, I try to play guitar for her. She just walks out of the room. This is just an old married couple living in a giant mansion with hundreds of cats. I can only imagine what this scene is like, man. It's got to be really depressing to be around them. But Howard's decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to fix my marriage. I got the idea. What if Beth and I were musicians together and we performed a duet? And he's talking about performing this duet on his radio show coming up. And this is a brilliant idea by Howard.
Well, Beth and I are working on a duet. So I told you for
really?
Christmas, I know it was for her birthday, I bought her a recorder.
Yes.
Have you ever seen one of those? They look kind of like a flute, but it's not. Because she played one in her 6th grade class, like for the class play.
Right, because they're for children recorders.
Yes.
It's not an instrument for adults. There's no such thing as the recorder section of the symphony orchestra.
6th grade is actually too old.
Yeah, I know. I think we started playing recorder like 2nd grade. Yeah. And I was the best. The teacher said, holy shit, Carl, you're going to get signed to Atlantic Records someday. He bought her a recorder because she played it in 6th grade. Honestly, I think the slide whistle is a more adult instrument, a more sophisticated instrument than a recorder. I'd feel better about that.
What about your favorite instrument?
The skin flute.
Hold on.
You say the mandolin, you motherfucker?
The harmonica.
Oh, I hate the harmonica so much. So he's got her a recorder, and recorders are very inexpensive, very easy to play. Sound like shit. Sound like babies dying, but whatever. So Howard picks out a nice recorder for her.
She hated the recorder I bought. She said, I can't play this. So she went out and bought a really nice recorder for $30 because the one I got her was $15. I would have bought her the $30 one, but I couldn't find one. That was more than $15 on Amazon.
Imagine that.
Dude.
Howard Stern buys an instrument for Beth, and it's a $15 recorder. And she goes, I needed to upgrade this thing back to one that's twice as much. It doesn't surprise me that the most expensive recorder is $30.
Yeah, that's top of the line.
That's how you know this is not a real instrument that people play. So now at this point, Howard starts talking about how he's been badgering Beth to come on the air and play. And Beth's been putting it off. She doesn't want to do it. So eventually they're like, all right, how about the Christmas show, the last show before the end of the year? Well, we'll build this thing up. We'll come out. We'll do a duet together, me and my guitar, you on the recorder. And this is just an example of Robin laughing at absolutely nothing. I mean, we've played many examples of this, but it's out of control.
Yeah, but I went to work on it with her the other day, and she didn't want anything to do with it.
Now she's not going to rehearse.
Why are you laughing?
Yes, that's a good
What
question.
is she laughing at? She doesn't want to rehearse, huh? Dr. Hibbert over here. Yeah, I guess not, Robin. Good stuff. Dynamite dropping.
Yeah, I mean, I hate sticking up for Robin, but what is she supposed to do with this story?
I mean, this is, when we talk about old married couples, it reminds me talking about Howard and Robin. Because these two are just fucking, what happened to you today? I don't know. What happened to you? Nothing. Okay. You doing this weekend now? Okay. It's like, Jesus, what are we doing? All right. Joining us just in time as we get into the meat and potatoes of this section of the Howard Stern Show, my buddy Eric Nagel. E-Rock, what's up, buddy?
Who doesn't love meat and potatoes? It's
Oh,
fantastic.
shit, I shouldn't have brought up food.
I know. You're talking to the king of the steak martini here, my friend.
The steak martini.
Yeah,
I can hear your stomach from here.
it's fantastic.
It's too much. All right, so Beth told Howard that he's not fun. Now, E-Rock, I don't know what adjectives you would think of when the name Howard Stern's brought up. Is fun one of them?
Not for the last 20 years. No.
Yeah. Not since he was single after his first divorce.
Fun, adventurous, exciting. None of those seem to apply anymore.
Yeah, content,
Edgy.
happy. Right,
Yeah.
right. So apparently this is a debate that's going on. Oh, by the way, Eric's my friend MLP E-Rock.
E-Rock.
Hello, sir. Nice to meet you.
Don't want to be rude, not introduce you guys. So this is, I guess Howard and Beth have been having an argument lately.
My wife says to me, you're not fun. And I went, oh, whoa, what do you mean I'm not fun? She goes, it's not, she goes, I love you. I love you so much, but you're not fun. I go, well, wait a second. What do you mean I'm not fun? What do you think is fun? How do you classify fun? I think I'm fun. I'm fun.
Howard thinks he's fun. Beth, I think, nailed it.
No shit, Sherlock! No shit!
He's the opposite of fun. He's a curmudgeon.
That's usually one of the first things that is said to the significant other before the divorce proceedings happen.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you're not fun. We used to go out to dinner. We used to go dancing. We used to do all of these things. Ever since COVID, you don't leave the house.
That's the conversation that they're having. And as we know, Beth is a star fucker and wants to be hanging out with Howard's celebrity friends. I mean, they're celebrity friends.
You know who was fun, Howard? Those guys I fucked.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that. That is going to come up. We're going to talk about the celebrity friends that are fun. But first off, let's find out what kind of fun activities these two are up to.
No, I'm not saying I'm fun, but I mean, I'm not. I mean, would you say it's fun to sit and talk with me over breakfast? She goes, no.
Oh.
I go, but she goes, that doesn't mean she goes, I can't wait for you to come down for breakfast so we can talk. But it's not fun.
So I can picture this scenario. Howard loves reading his New York Times. He's up in the morning, walks down, he's reading the newspaper, having some breakfast.
He's eating his grapefruit with a sugar packet next to it that he eats with a spoon and slurps loudly.
Yep, all those fun things. And what do you think he's bitching about? Donald Trump,
The
the
weather.
Republicans. Well, the weather, yeah.
The cost of recorders.
I'm just saying, he's reading the New York Times first thing in the morning. I can only imagine. I've heard him bitch about politics many times on his show. It's not fun. There's nothing fun about it. Beth has to sit there and put up with it. So then they try to figure out, like, what's an example of something that would be fun?
And she can't seem to give me an example of what fun would be.
So Howard, being the intuitive guy that he is, goes, oh, I'm not fun? Then tell me what I should do to be fun. It's like, yeah, that's not how marriage works or relationships.
Exactly.
I can't just tell you how to act around me to make it better. But apparently they were in Italy for vacation. July of 2024. This is how far back we have to go to remember the last time Howard was fun.
With who?
With Jimmy Kimmel
Exactly.
and Molly, of course. Yep.
So I said, okay, you, Jimmy, and Molly said I was fun in Italy. Why was I fun? Where is she? Here, wait till you hear her explain it. And I don't.
Okay. You think she'll explain it to us?
Well, she told me she is not having this conversation on the air. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know why she won't discuss whether or not I'm fun.
This is like Stuttering John, remember a compliment? Where it's like, you said I was fun in July of 2024. Remember that? I must be fun. Like, yeah, okay, that's cool, man. It's October of 25 now. But yeah, no, that one time.
Can't remember to pay your bills, your car insurance, your rent, take care of your cats. But you remember in 1987 when Jim Florentine said something, you should be headlining, John. And he carries that like a banner.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to brag.
Coming up in our Stuttering John segment, we're going to find out that John can't remember what LSAT stands for, even though it's been the topic of conversation for weeks now. So, yeah, it's one of those kind of guys.
Another thing, too, is there's not a lot of shows, but there are some shows where when the wife starts getting introduced sparingly, eventually becomes a regular appearance on their show. And that's usually one of the signs that that show is not too much longer to be on the air. Don and Mike, that was a big thing with Don and Mike.
I was thinking about that, yeah.
Where when Don kept bringing his wife on the show all the time is when a lot of the long-term hardcore Don and Mike fans started going, it's like, I can't listen. She's going to be on the show for another half hour. I can't deal with this. And then not too long after that, yeah, obviously she died. But then,
thankfully, she was taken out by a car accident, so it saved the show.
Yeah, Don
that's what Eric was going to say. I'm sorry. I'll let you talk next time.
You got to the point of it.
Right.
There was that, and then the fact that he backed over his dog on the driveway was a big topic of conversation too. But
yeah, it's a fun show.
Once the wife starts coming into the show, you know the show is lost forever. Brother Weeze's show, 40-something years, and what happened in the last several years, his wife was on the show, and now we're starting to see it with Howard. This is just sprinkling in, but she's been on more times than I can remember anybody else in his family other than his mom on the phone.
Right. There's a reason for that. It's because Beth is upstairs.
Yeah.
Howard doesn't go into work anymore. So she's in the studio. She's just a phone call away, a text message away to coming on.
I don't know if it was
show.
last week or maybe the week before, but he called her downstairs because there were spiders in his.
I saw that clip. E-Rock might have sent that to me, actually.
He was freaking out.
Yeah.
You did send me that.
And it wasn't like that was something we just clipped. They put it out on the social media account like, oh, this will make Howard relatable to the common man. Have my wife come in and kill a spider because I'm up here going eek like an old Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah, that was the highlight of that episode.
Yeah, that makes
Howard
sense.
was afraid of a spider. All right, let's find out if Howard's not fun, then who the fuck is fun?
I don't know. I was like, well, but who is fun, and how do you become fun? Like what does fun mean? Well, where is she? Hold on a second.
Webster's Dictionary.
Let me call her and say, could you come down here for 2 minutes? Then she'll be, I'm too busy. Wait, watch.
I mean, isn't that proof that you aren't fun if you don't know what that means? And I'll give it Beth props when she comes out. She does explain it pretty easily, a way that all of us can understand, but Howard can't pick up what she's putting down. So this is when he calls Beth to have this conversation that Beth said she did not want to have on the show.
Hello?
Do you mind coming on the air? We're on the air. Do you mind coming on the air with us?
What are you talking about?
Talking about, all right, I'll be honest. I was going to lie. But I'm talking about whether or not I'm fun.
You're not.
Yeah, but who is fun? Do you want me to put a lampshade on my head and dance around the room? Would that be fun?
No, you're completely misunderstanding that whole conversation that we had.
Okay, explain.
It wasn't a negative. Do you want me to come down?
Yeah, come on down. It's a quick conversation. I just want to, like, is this fun right now?
All right, I have a question for you, Mike. Does Howard ever have a quick conversation?
Well, not only that, but he called her and said, you're on the air. Like, she knows what he's doing.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you know this, right? You're on the air right now. Like, yeah. I'm listening upstairs.
Yeah, right.
I know. So then, as she's coming down to get ready to be in the studio and get berated by Howard, Robin dodges a bullet.
Do you think I'm fun? Oh, hey, here's my wife. Hey, honey.
Okay.
But let me set you up.
I think I probably didn't have to answer that. I mean, Robin, you think I'm fun, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting a weird thing in my headphones right now. It's cutting out or something. Oh, Beth is there. Okay, yeah, let's talk to Beth about this.
Having cancer is more fun.
Yes. I'd rather have a tumor in my uterus than hang out with Howard Stern. All right, so Beth, I think, sounds like an abused spouse. And maybe I'm overselling this or overstating it, but take a listen.
Now let's just
First of all, you make me sound like I'm so nasty and mean and just criticize you every second.
No.
What did I say when we were talking about you not being fun?
You said you love me so much, you don't regret marrying me.
No.
Yes.
I said, I love you so much. You're the most interesting man I know. You're the smartest man I know. I enjoy every second with you. I choose you over anything and anyone, any time of the year.
Right.
You are my life. I cannot wait for you to come have breakfast in the morning. Did I not say all of this?
Yes, and I told Robin that.
Wow. Sounds like someone's straining to do some explaining.
A little.
Holy shit. I said you're not fun. Here are the list of things that I like about you, so you'll fucking get off my back about it already.
This is when you... she's covering her ass because he thinks she's picking on him, and she's just, to everybody else, she goes, she's telling you the truth, and she's telling you facts, and she's trying to be logical about his idiosyncrasies and the fact that, I mean, we knew he's crazy staying in his house all the time,
right?
But it's getting even worse. He doesn't go out, doesn't do anything. When he was at Metallica in the Hamptons, you'd think he would be fun there a few weeks ago. And every photo that you saw, he's standing there in a hoodie, like miserable, waiting to leave. Like he does not want to be there.
Hey, what did they play for the encore, Howard? Just kidding.
He was gone by the first song. Yeah. But yeah, she tells him things. She goes, like, I think constructive criticism to him. Yeah. And he takes it as like, she's always picking on me. She nitpicks on everything I do. It's like, no, you're a psychopath. All she's saying is like, I'm trying to bring you back from the brink, and it looks like she's failing.
But also, I mean, E-Rock's married, MLP's married. Doesn't it seem like she's kind of programmed to be like, I got to please this man right now and list all of these things. Trust me, I really do like you. I'm into this and this and this.
I mean, the first couple of things she said about him was out of a Dos Equis commercial, like the most interesting man in the world.
Right, yeah. Doesn't even seem real.
Yeah, and he's the smartest. He doesn't know what fun means.
Yeah, right. I learned that when I was a little kid.
Yeah, you're right. Point. She's tiptoeing around the potential powder keg that she knows he can be. I'm not saying abuse, but it's that mental kind of control. Yes, that it's like, all right, you got to walk on Greg shells around him, or else he'll lose it over the stupidest little thing.
That's what I'm saying. So apparently Beth went to like a high school reunion or something like that recently, and Howard didn't go, and that worked out very well.
We came up with "You're Not Fun" because we were talking about my reunion or something, how aren't you glad I didn't go to your reunion? I'm like, yeah, because
'cause I would've
it
ruined
would have been terrible. I
Right.
would have been worried about you, your comfort. People would have come up to you. Would have been annoyed.
But you said it was
And
the
I'm
most
like, and
fun you've ever
I
had.
said that was the most fun I had this summer.
Right.
I was dancing. I was out till
So
3
if I
a.m.
become a
You
dancer-
don't dance. You don't stay out till 3 a.m. I didn't eat all day because there was no food there. You would have been miserable.
Right.
You can't let loose. You can't be. You're not easy.
So if I become
You're
a
not
dancer,
fun.
It's fucking believable. Like he's like purposely not figuring out. Like she's explaining this very well.
Yes. It's the sound of someone deliberately not getting the point.
Deliberately like, oh, so you want me dancing more? Is that what it is? And you guys can comment on that, but this is the follow up to that.
if I dance with you, would that be fun?
No, you're missing the. Robin, are you understanding?
No,
from my
Robin
point
loves
of
what
me.
view?
you're saying.
Robin's wild
You're
to
just
me.
not that person.
Robin loves my fun.
She says you're a drip, Howard. That was the point, not about the dancing part.
But they're also not talking about something that happened before all of this, which is probably Howard didn't want her to go either. He was trying to talk her out of going to this thing. And then knowing that she has her mind set on this and that's not going to happen, I gracefully bowed out so she could go and have fun. And she loved it. The second the car showed up, she hopped in the car. She went to the thing. She could eat. She could drink. She didn't have to worry about getting home. She lived it up, had a night. He was probably in bed because he fell asleep during watching Ryan Seacrest host The Wheel of Fortune. He was already in bed. She's like, it's 9 o'clock. I have the night to myself. This is fantastic.
And he said this before on the air where she wants to go do stuff. And he's like, why wouldn't you want to just be home with me? I mean, shouldn't you want to be with your husband? Isn't it fun? We can watch Bachelor in Paradise. He said that shit out loud before, so I think you're spot on.
They're in that boomers do this. They're in that stage where they can't watch a TV show. They have to have their spouse sitting there with them. And if you're not paying attention, hey, wake up. You're missing this thing. That I want to sleep. I don't really care about this show. They have to do things together or they can't function anymore.
Also, Howard does this thing because Beth talks about it and so does he. Like how Stuttering John talks about he wants to watch Jaws with Kate Meany so he can explain all the nuances that are going on and how it's been directed and written. Howard does the same thing with The Bachelor, where he's commenting on it and giving commentary throughout he needs Beth to be there, or else he's just watching The Bachelor. He needs to be analyzing it and talking in real time as he's watching it, which has got to be a lot of fun for people. All right, so let's find out who is fun.
What is who do you know that is fun?
Who do I know that's fun?
Right. Jimmy's not fun.
Jimmy's fun.
Why? Jimmy sits there like a plant and he's fun?
Jimmy is fun.
On vacation, Jimmy sits.
Jimmy and
I don't
Molly
know,
are fun.
You know, Jimmy likes to relax and he doesn't talk that much.
No, but he's easy.
So I can't believe they're still having this discussion. Because Howard's not understanding, like, Beth can make her own fun. Beth doesn't need Howard to be fun. She needs Howard to get out of the way of her
she needs
fun.
to be away from Howard. to
Right.
have fun.
The word easy, I think she said it a couple times now, is perfect. Right. Howard is difficult. Yeah. Everything is a problem. Everything is a complaint. He's going to get
everything
a
has to
cold.
orbit him. It has to be centered around him or else he can't function.
Right. Every guest who's at the dinner party has to be hand-selected by Howard. It's like, oh, you're bringing a +1. Who is it? It's everything's a problem with this guy. And so she's like, Jimmy Kimmel's great. He just fucking hangs out, goes with the flow. That's what you want when you're on vacation.
I don't know how old they are, but Jimmy and his wife are probably around her age or at least close to her age, where Howard's not around their age. So they can kind of relate on things and it's easier for them to converse and do things than it is between her and Howard.
Yeah, that's what happens when you marry an old man who has a ton of money. So you eventually realize, like, I got a ton of money and cats, but this sucks. Well, as we mentioned, they're constantly entertaining. They have people over. Howard doesn't like to leave the house, but Beth can't have any fun when Howard's around.
Molly's not worried about Jimmy.
No?
No.
And you're worried about me.
Every second, your comfort, okay, we were having dinner with another couple. I wonder if they would mind that I mentioned their names the other night.
You make that decision.
I'm going to say it because I don't think they would care. We had Allie and George over for dinner. Allie Wentworth and George Stephanopoulos.
Drop!
So then she goes on this whole story about how, it's not like George Stephanopoulos also isn't fun. Howard's not fun, and it's fine. You don't have to be fun. She's like, I married you knowing you weren't fun. It's okay. Don't know why you're worried about this. You should know that you're not fun, and let's just live our lives that way. In fact, if Howard wants to be fun, he can let Beth have fun more often. And she gives a specific example of what things she would like to be doing that he doesn't allow her to do.
You're not spontaneous. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it'd be fun to go into the city and let's go see Ed Sheeran. How many times did I hint at that would have been so much fun for me.
I would be more fun. The Ed Sheeran concert, I love Ed Sheeran. I would love to have gone. He wanted me to announce him coming on stage.
Yeah, guess what? The concert's over and we didn't go.
Sucker had to work all day Wednesday, and then to get into the city takes us another 3 hours, so I was exhausted. But I would be fun if I could magically get to the city.
This is interesting to me. So he asks for examples. He asks who's fun, what's fun. She gives specific examples. Jimmy Kimmel's fun. I would like to go see Ed Sheeran in the city. We could have done that after you're done with your show. And Howard, who's been in therapy for all of these years, who should know to, like, when you're getting when you ask a question, you get information back, process it. Try to understand, like, okay, how should I be reacting to this? What can I be doing better? Instead of immediately with the excuse, well, I can't get into the city after the show because we got to get the car and it takes 3 hours to get there and I'm tired.
But doesn't he still have that mega apartment near Central Park still? Doesn't he still have a place in the city?
Oh, Iraq. So he has to take a nap after the show.
Right.
And Beth goes, you can nap at the apartment. Yeah. They have an apartment right near where Ed Sheeran is performing, and Ed Sheeran invited Howard to introduce him on stage. Like, this was a whole thing. And I was like, there's just no way I could possibly pull that off.
Plus, he's got the money. I mean, why not just rent the helicopter or something?
You could literally get a helicopter, although I'm sure he's freaked out by that one accident that happened. So.
Freaking Kobe.
Yeah,
so if he has the apartment still, that would mean he would have to come in a day early. He could stay there. He'd have to go into Sirius to do the show in the studio.
Oh, no.
And then take his nap or go back to the apartment until he has to go introduce Ed Sheeran, go to sleep in his apartment, and then do the next day's show. That's what he's avoiding. He does not want to go back into the city. He does not want to go back into Sirius to do the show.
He's avoiding everything. And this whole conversation started with, why am I not fun? What can I do to be fun? It's like, here's a very specific example. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, okay, then why are we having this discussion? What's the point?
And as I said earlier, she just brought it up. You're not spontaneous. We used to go into the city and do things. That's one of those things that leads up to the eventual breakup or whatever of a couple.
You follow somebody else who doesn't like going into the city very much anymore.
Who's that?
Greg.
Oh, yeah, Greg also hates Manhattan. He makes that very clear. He just wants to be in the Hamptons on Long Island all year round, too. So here's another example of something that she likes to do for fun, and Howard would never do this.
So my friends, Kelly and Joe, invited me to a Pittsburgh Steelers game.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, why can't I go to that?
So I'm going to invite my brothers and their family,
Good. I don't wanna go
maybe
to
my
that.
mom.
Yeah.
And there was not one second where I thought to include you. It would have been misery.
Oh, my God.
But
it's true. It would be. That would be
aren't
miserable.
you grateful that I'm not?
But you know why it would be misery? Because if I go, it becomes a whole thing. You know what I mean?
Not the way that they do it.
Yeah.
Again, this is a Howard problem.
She's planning her life and things without including him. Like she just admitted, she's like, we didn't even think to invite you to this. But her entire family and friends are all going to this thing, except her husband.
Right, and at first he's like, well, I want to go to that. And then he thinks about it for a second. He's like, no, I definitely will not want to be doing that. But he's not understanding what she just said. She just said, I'm going to this thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. You would hate it. I like fun. You don't like fun.
Right.
That's the
what
conversation
this discussion is
that we're
about.
having.
Yeah.
But Howard's still not picking up what she's putting down.
All right, I'll go.
You're not going.
I want to be
I'm
fun.
not invited.
I'm going to go to that game and make you have fun.
We have to fly to Pittsburgh.
Oh, Christ.
Straight to the game.
Oh, no.
Socialize with my family.
Yeah,
I know.
No.
Yeah,
I have
there's
to
no
prop you
breaks
up.
in that schedule, Howard.
Yeah, I guess I'm not fun.
It's
You're
just
right.
like
You're
you
right.
love routine. You love routine.
love my
and
routine.
God forbid, I'm like, okay, we have plans to go to the city if we do. I said, let's leave right after your show. No, I have to have my
nap.
my lunch and my nap.
She's married to an old man. And that sucks.
Or she's married to someone in kindergarten.
Yeah, I need a snack and a nap.
Yeah.
And then I can do stuff. So it turns out that Howard's finally realizing like he's a bad husband. To all the things you're talking about, E-Rock, this is the conversations that lead to a divorce, a separation, and Howard's like having that light bulb go off over his head.
But I feel like I'm a failure as a husband because I should be more fun.
I accepted who you were from the day that we met.
But I was fun when we first met, right? Because I was always taking you out and we were always...
You put on a little bit of a show.
Well, I want to get in your pants. I wanted to bang you.
Yuck.
Howard's a chick. This is what, no offense to Jenny Jingle, she's the exception, but this is what women do. Where they're like all fun and they're horny and all this shit when you're dating them, and then you get married and they're just like, yeah, I actually never liked to give you a blowjob. I was like, what? You seemed really into it at the time. Again, I'm an exception for Jenny Jingles, but a lot of these other women I hear stories. This is what Howard did.
Howard's going to turn into Howard Hughes.
Yeah.
He's already on that path.
He's mentioned that before. He's concerned about it. He knows that he's on that trajectory.
Like for other people who say they have OCD, which they don't, this is really obsessive compulsive disorder. He's a slave to his routine. He can't vary off the schedule at all and be mentally okay with it. Doesn't want to leave the house now. Mm-hmm. And eventually it's just going to be, he won't answer the phone. If he didn't resign, if he was done, that would be the end of him too. Like he has no reason to talk to anybody. Wouldn't go anywhere. Wouldn't even discuss the outside world. He would just be there and going crazy and growing old in his house, and he would wither away.
If Beth left him, let's say that happens, he's never leaving the house again. She's the only one who's getting him to go out and do anything, and he complains about it every time. So this past summer, Howard's trying to say, like, it's only because I have to work. That's why I can't, like, do these spontaneous things. I got to worry about my voice. I got to be ready to go and mentally prepared for my show. And Beth goes, yeah. You had the entire summer off. And we had no fun the entire summer.
I'm a misery when I have a cold and stuff and I'm sick.
Oh my God,
But it's only because I have to work and use my voice.
No, honey, you were off all summer. You were not fun.
But I wasn't sick all summer because that's why. Because when I have fun, I get sick.
Okay.
The one night we had fun, I went to the Stevens Talk House to see Maren Morris.
Yeah, poor me.
What happened?
He got sick.
I got sick. I can't have fun.
Then why did you have Beth on to talk about this?
Right. Why did you argue with her that you are fun? And now, after just a quick discussion, you've realized that you can't have fun. You're unwilling to have fun. And he's talked himself into, if he does go out and try to do something fun, he will get sick and die.
Has therapy ruined Howard?
It hasn't helped. Although I've had this conversation with Adam Bush, where he's like, imagine how bad he'd be without the therapy. I'm like, I can't imagine being worse than this.
I don't know.
Again, this points to Howard being in kindergarten because, at that age, you want your kids to go out and play with other kids and get sick and get all the stuff now so that they build up their immunity, get the chicken pox, all of that stuff. Howard has isolated himself for so long, his body reverted to not understanding the common cold or anything. So if he shakes someone's hand, touches a doorknob, just goes and walks through a crowd, all of a sudden he's got some kind of crippled sickness that he can't function for the next few days.
That concert he's talking about that he went to, no one else was sick afterwards. Only Howard caught a cold from that concert.
He always talks about how he's so worried about his voice all the time too. Like what's he got, like 9 hours a week?
Right. And he doesn't even have, his voice is just so monotone now.
Well, how many hours a week do you podcast?
A lot more than that. Too many. I haven't done the math on that. I'm not that good at math. But yeah, it's like, and he doesn't talk excitedly. He just says, hey, Robin, I was complaining to my wife, Robin. Mm-hmm. You don't need to spare your voice too much to pull that. I mean, he's 71. So
there's no inflection in it. Yeah.
Right.
You know who else was there that probably had to worry more about their voice than Howard did? Paul McCartney.
All the musicians and singers that were there. Yeah.
Paul McCartney, there's a photo where he's like 2 or 3 people away from Howard, and you don't see Paul worrying about it. It's like, I got to perform, the most famous singer of our time. And
Who's 10 years older than Howard, too.
And was not concerned that he might get a bit of a scratch in his throat before having to go perform somewhere else.
So then Howard brings up the thing that he wants to do with Beth. The thing that he finds fun is playing guitar. And so he wants to rehearse this duet they're going to do.
You know what we're going to start with? We're going to have practice tonight with the guitar and recorder. So
That's fun for you.
No, that's fun. That's not fun for me.
I'm doing that for you.
That's not my fun. I'm doing. By the way.
Wow, you changed the subject right there. Didn't go back to it. That's fun for you. No, I don't like doing that. Well, then why the fuck are we doing it? Beth wants nothing to do with this duet playing the recorder.
We're going to put on our little performance. So after dinner, the whole family will come into the living room and we'll perform and everybody will think it's great. We've been working on it all day.
She I don't know. I think it was before you came on, E-Rock. Howard bought Beth a recorder because she played it in 6th grade. And now she has to learn a song so they can play a duet on the radio show in December. And Beth's like, I don't want to do this. She's mentioned this multiple times, and Howard's like, "Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make this happen."
What if they do it? It's the last show, and then Christmas break, and then he doesn't get his contract back. That would be how they end the show.
That'd be fucking awesome. that'd be a hell of a way to end the Howard Stern show.
You see the documentary down the line, and the big triumphant end. It wasn't star-studded. It's just him and his wife playing 3 blind mice in that little studio downstairs.
They shove the recorder up Ronnie's ass afterwards.
I'd watch that.
You're very talented, Carl.
I know. I was doing my impression of a recorder. They're shitty instruments. They sound like garbage. Turns out she hates music.
I don't have time for this.
That's what I mean. You're not gonna.
It's not fun for me.
Yeah, then forget it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
It's like assignment for
I know.
school.
Yeah, forget it.
I'll do it for you.
No, I'm done with that. You're going to have fun. Wait till you see. I'm going to devote myself to your fun. Wait till.
Oh, boy.
See, Robin caught on to it. She's like, we're going to have fun. He's going to plan a rigorous routine on how to have fun, and that takes all the fun out of anything he's even going to come up with.
Yeah, I had the solution. Leave her alone. Give her the credit card and then leave her alone. That's the solution to Beth having fun.
Howard could probably benefit from like a PlayStation or an Xbox. Like if she just got him into something, he'd be sitting there playing video games all day.
Playing chess.
Yeah.
The PlayStation. Kinky Loco is in our Discord right now. And somehow he just got the StreamYard link for Stuttering John's big birthday extravaganza, 60th birthday show that he's doing right now. So if anyone wants to pop on John's show, you can get the link in our Discord in the live show chat channel.
I'll send it to somebody.
Sorry, send it along. Somebody just found that. That's fun. What does bring Beth joy? Do you think Howard will know the answer to this?
He should.
You would think.
What's one thing that I said that I love more than anything?
Going out to dinner.
Oh, no, that yes.
And
what
I will
brings
take you.
what makes me alive? What thrills me?
When I put my penis inside of you.
Correct.
Yeah.
But what brings me such when am I in the best mood? When I spend a day where?
With me. I don't know where.
In Manhattan. Whenever I go into the city, all day long, I text him. I am back home. I am in my element.
I love Manhattan.
I love the vibe of the city. It's just the best. And you're like, I hate the city.
Yeah.
Doesn't that tell you everything you need to know? What brings me the most joy? Being with me? Sex with me? Dinner with me? You're not in it. When I'm having fun, you're not there, man. You could not figure that out. This is funny, too. This is a real tell about how exhausted Beth is being married to Howard.
It turns into about you and your misery with the city, not my joy of the city, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm going to enjoy it now.
It's all about you and your comfort, and that's my life for 20. How many years?
Then how can you love me?
How many years have we been together?
25.
Oh my goodness.
25 years I know you.
That's not a good sign. How long has it been? 25 years. Oh, God. 25
that oh, my goodness is very telling. She's like,
very
oh, my
telling.
God. I didn't think it was that long.
And then this goes back to, I'm telling you, this is an abused spouse. And I do mean mentally, verbally, but you can tell from this.
And I look forward to being with you every day. I hope you do the same with me.
I just said that.
All right. I'm just saying.
Am I done now?
No.
Can I go now? Nope. We're not done with this discussion yet. And then Howard, this is my last clip on here. Howard says the most awful thing that he could possibly say because now he's hurt. He didn't get the answer that he wanted. Oh, you are fun. I'm just fucking around. Now he's hurt because it's been explained to him that he's not fun and why he's not fun.
I don't know. I guess it upsets me that I'm not fun, but you're right. I guess I'm not fun.
It's not.
But I don't know how much fun. I don't know how much fun you are. I mean, I don't know that you're fun.
What is this about me? Fun?
I'm trying to think what's so fun about you.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
He has to lash out back at her. Oh, I'm not fun? You're not fucking fun, bitch. No, you should have seen me dance until 3 a.m. at my reunion. I was having a lot of fun. I'm going to ask a D or two as well. A lot of people were having fun that night. So I just, I found that, when I get a peek into Howard's actual life, I'm always fascinated by that because so much of Howard's show is fake now that it's interesting when Beth comes on and this is a real discussion they were having and then Howard wants to rehash it and he's not understanding what she's saying. It was supposed to be, I was wrong, Howard. You're fun. This is great. I don't know why I said that. And props to Beth for sticking to her guns and explaining to him that he's a pretty bad spouse at this point. You listened to more of the show than I did, MLP. What else did you pick up on? I know there was people calling in and talking about this later on.
Yeah, then they pretty much picked up and, one guy called in and said he sounds exactly like his mother.
Oh.
Just complaining and miserable all the time.
That's a good call. Howard is definitely his mother.
His rebuttal to that would be that, he's been doing this for 50 years and, being fun and being the life of the party, is his profession. So, he does it for a living.
Could you imagine? Guys, I just want to turn it off for a minute, please. Why isn't Carl any fun? He does fun for a living. He's had enough fun for a day.
How many times he had to host parties with the lampshade on his head, dancing around, playing the recorder? Yeah.
Yeah.
He paid his dues.
It's too much. It's too much at this point. It's hilarious. All right. Anything else? Any other thoughts on that before we move on?
Just the one last thing I always think about is Beth was a model and she was all over the world and doing all kinds of fun things.
Yeah. She was on David Letterman. She was meeting celebrities.
And now the fun is scooping cat shit.
And she loves that.
Because it gets her away from him probably.
Yeah. I think you're right about that. But you're right. Beth had a very exciting life. She's hot and a model and meeting all these people. And Howard, when they met, they were going to strip clubs together. And Howard was going out all the time. And it's single Howie. And wow, that changed quickly. That's kind of a dick move.
Again, it's an older couple thing where it's like, well, my life's over now. I don't do these things. So you need to stop doing those things too. Well, I don't want to stop doing this. No, you need to stop doing these things because I won't do these things anymore. That resentment is building. It is a powder keg that is waiting to explode.
Who are these podcasts?